Donnie?
Yes?
What are you doing?
We're down here at Southern Choice Homes today. We're looking at another good one here. We're trying to find one to buy. We're not affiliated with these people in any way, shape, or form. They've been in the business for 50 years now. They buy, they sell, and they repo. They lease. So we're gonna go in this one here. I wanna see this one. This one looks like it's gonna be a good one. With these windows on the side, on the back here, it makes it a little unique. So
yeah.
I'd like to see this one. I think it's gonna be a little older.
We're kind of checking these out and just seeing the different layouts and stuff. This place, again, we're not affiliated with them in any way, but this place sells brand new ones like that one, and then they sell repossessed ones like that one. If you look, there's a sign there that says repairs pending, and then this sign has a number on it, U35. So if you call them and say, hey, how much is U35, they tell you. We've typically found that the deal they do is they do rent to own with people, and they start at about 25 grand for a used one.
25 grand, and they go up from there, and that's sitting here on the lot. Obviously, they told me, the one I called about, they wanted $8,000 down, and then they do a payment.
Like $400 a month or something like that, or whatever
they
they
could
did.
Work with the payment.
Yeah. So that's how they kind of do their business. Now, this particular one, to me, the roof looks pretty rough, Donnie.
Yeah, I just noticed that roof right there.
That roof scares the hell out of me.
I don't like them ripples right there in the middle.
The way they did these for a long time is that's a piece of metal. It's like sheet metal almost. It's galvanized or something. That's pulled over the ribs on the top of it. And
you can see all those little rust lines there. That's where they seam that thing together. It's a machine that kind of welds it together there. And each one of them is a little panel. But the trick to that, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it is a big deal if your roof's leaking, but in the big scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. You get up there and you put a 1x4 or a 2x4, whatever you want. From this side to that side, about every 1.5 feet or 2 foot to the top of it. And you put one at the very top and one at the very bottom, then you space them out accordingly in the middle. And then you lay a piece of like regular house tin on top of it.
There's none here like that right now.
On that little building behind you over there. Just put metal like it's on that building there on top of it.
Or the other building there.
And screw it down real good. And then put you a roof, like a ridge cap on top of it. And that will take care of the issue. But with that being said, right now, today, in today's world, this is 2024, almost 2025. It's gonna be, if you did it yourself, maybe $3,500.
Yeah.
If you have somebody come out there and do it, it's probably gonna be $8,000.
Yeah.
For a single wide. So that's a way around that. So it's not the end of the world. If they are leaking, you can fix it, but you need to fix it on the beginning side of it, not on the back side of it.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to climb up in this thing. Now, it's got a lot of windows in it, which is a little different. This is actually the back of the home that we're looking at, isn't it? Is this the back?
Yes, this is the back.
This is the back of the home that we're looking at. This particular one seems to have more windows than usual. And on the end here, it's got 3 windows. A lot of times you don't even have windows on this end. So it's almost like this end here is a sunroom. So it's just an interesting layout, and we're kind of wanting to see what's going on with it. What year are you guessing from the outside, Donnie? With those windows like that, I'm guessing the 80s. So I'm going to guess, I did it on that last one, I'm going to guess about 1987, something like that.
Gonna be newer. I don't believe they'll bring anything in here below a 94.
Oh, because of the rules?
I think it's gonna be a 90, 95, maybe 96, maybe at the max.
Okay. He's got a good point. The deal with a really old one is you can't
move it out of the county.
Yeah, you can't move it out of the county. So you can move it once it's in the county because it's already on the tax registry, basically. So you're just trading it from one person to another. and you can move it around. But if you're bringing one in from another county, it has to be
30 years or newer.
30 years or newer. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can get inside this thing, and then we'll check it out. Well, we made it in. This one they have started to paint. We've noticed this before. They come in and they get a crew to come in here and paint the crap out of it. So the ceiling looks like it's been sprayed. Mm-hmm. And then the walls have all been painted. They paint them all kind of this brown. Is that called mauve? What's that called, Donnie?
I'll tell you, that there looks like it's got green in it to me.
Yeah, it almost has a greenish tint, but not too bad. It's actually a nice color. I mean, so when they paint them like that, it cleans it up pretty good. It's got 2 Graceland windows in this one. Tell us about the floor here, Donnie.
The floor don't look bad. It looks like they patched it here in a few places, but they're using OSB. I wouldn't use that. I would put plywood, but it's their business, not model, not mine. It looks like you got some, I don't know if that's stain or glue or what that is there, but
yeah, there is some.
There's something going on there.
You don't think there was a well, we won't talk about that.
Mm-hmm. But there's no smell. There's not that bad of a smell in here at all.
Okay, now we were saying that we thought this was the back of the mobile home, but I think maybe it is the front, because this is the living room. Mm-hmm. So we just walked into the living room. That must be the front. So right as you walk in, you have this nice kitchen area here. I say nice relative to other ones is what I'm talking about. And we're talking about the design, folks. We're not necessarily talking about the condition that it's in, although this one's not in too bad. Oh, he's happy. Every time he gets happy, it's because he guessed the year right.
No, I would never.
I said 87.
And what did I say?
You said 95?
I think it's thicker grown.
It's the same way, newer.
99.
Maybe. I mean, that little bar thing over there kind of looks like late 90s.
Was that a fire or was that just a spray paint job?
That's a spray paint job, I think. They got some serious problems going on with the countertops in this one, and they're trying to fix them with cinder blocks. Maybe they glued it, put cinder blocks on them, but I mean...
It's the wrong... They need to replace the whole Formica or Formica-like. I think they're just holding it down, trying to keep it from tearing up worse.
Oh, okay. Well, let me step back so you can see the whole thing. So this is, I assume, the living room here.
Yep, that's the living room. That's what I would say it is.
And then you have the kitchen, and then you notice the huge doorway for a mobile home, huge doorway going into that other room. That must have been considered like a sunroom or something with those extra windows. So let's go see if those look like they're original. I guess this would have been kind of the dining area.
I think this might have been a breakfast nook.
That's kind of what this is, though. I don't know. It's an interesting layout. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, they got cabinets in there too.
Look, you got the mirrored ceiling thing going on. Like you said, that's a giveaway. Donnie's convinced that if it's got the mirrors on the ceiling, it can't be from the 80s. It's got to be from the 90s.
The 99?
So yeah, look at this. This is like a sunroom. There's This is completely unique. I've never seen one like this. It's got like a little desk area there. Yeah.
I think I believe this is the first house or mobile home that I've been in that I've actually noticed a telephone jack.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you usually don't see them. There's another one down there on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, so what do you think, folks? What is this? Is this like a formal dining room? I don't know.
Or is it a sunroom?
Yeah, like a sunroom, you know?
You notice how
it has 5 windows in it.
You notice how small that is?
Yeah, the width of the window frames there.
That's crazy.
I like, you know, usually you don't see different rooms in them. It's always, here's the master, here's the living room, but this is,
It's different.
I'm surprised. All right, well, we'll go the other way. So I guess this end of the house is the open area. And then the other end of the house is going to be all of the bedrooms. So yeah, they've been fixing it up. This one does not have the pet smell. We've got a pretty, yeah, this is gonna be completely different than the other ones. This hallway is different.
This must be a different manufacturer or something.
Yeah, this is a different, completely different manufacturer. Hopefully we'll find some info on the,
That's cardboard.
yeah.
That's straight cardboard.
Right, then it looks original. It's right in the middle of the floor too. Huh.
Yeah, we need to see if we see a 99 date on right there. 99.
Does it say 99?
It's
Yeah, it does say 99. Yep, it says 99 on the OSB that's down on the floor. Open that closet. Let's see what that looks like.
R899.
Pretty typical, but it's a little different than you usually see. Usually you don't see them
But it tells the manufacturer on that thing. I didn't look at it.
in that area. All right. So this is the first kid's bedroom, you say. There's your back door.
The air conditioning.
AC setup. And then the bathroom. This is completely different.
Yeah, they've painted all this. I mean, obviously it's 25 years old. But
Look at the sign on that countertop there. The purple and pink countertop definitely tells me late 90s. I think that might be right. We know it's a little dark in here, folks, but it's just how it is.
the
Washer and dryer.
washer and dryer hookups.
And then we have found our master bedroom. Look at this too. Look how they did the electrical. It bumps out a little bit so that they had enough room to
I painted it.
wire it all up.
I'm
They
not
painted
gonna-
it shut.
Yeah, I'm not gonna open it.
Okay, they painted it shut, folks. We're not affiliated with these people, so we don't want to mess anything up,
We don't want to tear nothing up.
cause any problems. So you saw the bathroom, and then you saw the laundry area. So there is another bathroom behind the laundry area. That's the master bath. Donnie's trying to get into the master closet.
One of them. It's jammed there where it's out of square.
Yeah, so basically they've got it set up, but they've just got it sitting here on the lot.
It's just it's a through closet.
Yeah, it's just a closet from one end to the other. The way they sit it up on the lot, it's just sitting on the wheels and a few blocks. It's not properly leveled and blocked up. They just pulled it in here.
Why would somebody spray paint the windows? I know. I want y'all to type it down below, and I'll let you know here in a little bit.
It's tinting them, obviously. They tinted the windows with spray paint. So here is the master bath. It's a stand-up sink. A stand-up shower. Donnie's getting a date coat off of the toilet. Let me come out here where we can see. It says March of 1999. So this probably was a 99. It has the big garden tub.
That's the big one too. Look how
Yeah.
high that thing is.
Might even call that a jacuzzi, Donnie. Does it have jets in it?
Don't have the jet,
No jets, just the garden tub.
but the faucet matches it.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to get.
Notice the laminate on the sink is the same as in the other one. That's going to be original. And it's a late 90s look.
I ain't gonna open it. Neither.
We're not trying to break anything or hurt anything, folks.
That's the other bathroom, man.
No, that's the laundry.
Oh,
They lined it up just perfect. The other bathroom is right behind that toilet there.
yeah. There's another telltale. $623.99.
All right, well, we've thoroughly proved it. Try that door one more time on the electrical. I'd love to see if they gave us a manufacturer or a date. There we go.
The manufacturer's gonna be in there. Nothing.
Manufactured housing load center. They don't have a date, but we've kind of figured out that's a 99. Sometimes in here it'll say the model name of the home and the manufacturer.
Right there.
A little soft.
Mm-hmm.
So at the back door it's a little soft. You'd have to cut that out, put a new piece of plywood. But think about it, folks. Whenever you're like this, you're to the point where you're down to there's no carpet. It's not that big of a deal. You run a saw down it, you cut all that crap out, and then you cut a new piece and throw it down in there. It's about an hour-and-a-half job and a trip to Lowe's or Home Depot.
Stanford, North Carolina. There's all the information on whose it is and all that stuff. Homeowner info.
Field installation manual. Redmond. There we go. Installation instructions are available in the Redmond Homeowner's Manual and the Redmond Field Installation Manual. And this says Redmond Homes Incorporated, Sanford, North Carolina.
There's the model number.
Yep. Fascinating.
I didn't ever believe this was a 99.
It's a zone 1 wind zone, which is fine where we're at. We're in zone 1. It is a south roof load, which basically we don't get any snow, so that's the easy one to build. So it's the easy one and the easy one. All right, so it's a Redmond.
I don't know if we've ever.
Yeah, I've never seen a Redmond. This is probably just a kind of lesser known manufacturer.
Which I believe this one's a 14 by.
Yeah. I think it's cool. It's an interesting layout. It's done a little different than anybody else's. They've really kind of maximized the open area in these 3 rooms. This is about half of the mobile home, but remember though, it was only a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, that's that other room.
Yeah, that's your 3rd bedroom down there. It's like they used it as a, we'll call it a sunroom instead of a 3rd bedroom.
Uh-huh.
So here's the dead end. Basically one end never has windows or anything.
The hot water heater was right here. Do they have those?
All right, yeah, we were looking at the front. That's why it had so many windows. Here's the back with just a couple windows. One in the kitchen down there, the dining room area, and one in the sunroom, that we'll call it. Pretty wild. I had no clue that they made them like that. Interesting layout, but again, you lose that 3rd bedroom.
That's a 70-footer anyway.
Yeah, they don't get much longer than this.
Yeah, that's a long one. All right, y'all. This is a thumbs up for filming. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Now, folks, this one was pretty nice inside, but we actually went in one, a single wide like this, that in our opinion, originally was even nicer. So if you like the layout of this one and think it's interesting, check this one out. We'll see you on the next video.